Good evening, students. So, let us discuss some common vocabulary and phrases which are very useful for business communication. So, first is ASAP, ASAP. Full form of ASAP is as soon as possible. To do something ASAP means to do it fast, with urgency. Sentences: I need to submit the report ASAP as we can review it before the meeting tomorrow. So here, as soon as possible, I need to submit the report as soon as possible so that we can review it before the meeting tomorrow. So that is ASAP. Okay. Now, back burner. Back burner is back burner. To put something on the back burner means to set aside task or project for a while. इसको हिंदी में कहते हैं ना कि ठंडे बस्ते में डालना। अभी रुको, उसको अभी करेंगे, इस पे डिस्कस, तो कहते हैं अभी ठंडे बस्ते में पड़ा है। दैट इज बैक बर्नर। वी पुट द प्रोजेक्ट ऑन द बैक बर्नर फॉर नाउ। थोड़े दिन के लिए अभी हमने उसको ठंडे बस्ते में डाल दिया। नाउ नेक्स्ट, बॉल्स इन द एयर। नो, इट्स नॉट वॉट यू थिंक इट इज। इफ you have multiple tasks or responsibility to handle at the same time, you have many balls in the air, right? With the upcoming deadline and client meetings, I have a lot of balls in the air right now. मतलब बहुत सारे काम, many things you have to do before deadline. That is balls in the air. Now, too much on my plate. As group of words suggest that too much on my plate means you have to you have to finish so many works on time. When you feel overwhelmed or have too many tasks or responsibilities, you have too much on your plate means आपको डेडलाइन के पहले बहुत सारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ को पूरी करना है, तो देन यू हैव टू से दैट आई हैव टू मच वर्क or too many work or responsibilities to do, right? Example is that I cannot take on any more projects at the moment. I already have too much on my plate. मैं अभी तो और लेने की पोजीशन में नहीं हूँ बिकॉज आई हैव टू डू लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स बिफोर डेडलाइन। ऐसा ही कुछ इसका मतलब है, राइट? नाउ नेक्स्ट, bandwidth. Bandwidth is the computer word, right? But here we are not referring to a radio or range or something. Bandwidth is a person's capacity, as name suggests that it's person's capacity or availability to take on additional tasks. So that is capacity or availability to take additional tasks or project. And sentence is that I had loved to help, but I don't have the bandwidth right now. I want to do, I would like to help many, but right now I don't have capability, or I'm not in situation to be available for that to help. I cannot take more responsibilities, additional task or responsibility to fulfill because I have uh, already so many works, I'm burdened, whatever. But then I don't have bandwidth right now means I'm already occupied, or I don't have capability, something like that. So that is bandwidth. Now, boil the ocean, as this sense is coming that whole ocean cannot be boiled. It's a very herculean task. So that's a, if boiled the ocean, we just took on an overly ambitious task, right? That is overly ambitious task that's unlikely to succeed. That naturally, that is not going to be fulfilled. But if you are thinking, if I am thinking that I'm going to open my 100 chains or chains of my coaching classes, so not possible. So that is boiled the ocean. Why? Because it's overly ambitious task, or which is not unlikely to succeed, right? Sentence is, let's focus on smaller goals instead of trying to boil the ocean with this project. This project should not be enlarged, this project should not extend much, because first we have to focus on smaller goals. Okay, now brain dump, in other words, putting lots of ideas on paper, right? That is something brain dump means. We have just, we are putting the ideas on the paper, but practically it's not possible. I did not quick brain dump and came up with an awesome idea, right? So that is, I did not a quick brain dump and came up with an awesome idea. मतलब कि बहुत ज़्यादा आइडिया मैं पेपर पे रख के, और प्रैक्टिकली वेदर इट इज़ पॉसिबल और नॉट, सो आई कैन नॉट chalk out so many things on paper even, because that's a brain dump, right? And came up with an awesome idea, so that not possible, then I would write so many things, so that at this means that I will come with an awesome idea. That is brain dump. Okay, now that is deliverables, like they these are the tangible result or output that are expected from a project or task, right? So that is deliverable, right? So which is able to deliver, so that is tangible result, tangible concrete result or output that are expected from a project or task. Example is, what are our deliverables for this month, means result, what result or outcome is going to come, that is called outcome, we can say deliverables. So that is what are our outcomes for this month, means what is actually going to be happen this month is called deliverable, right? Now now next is, that is game changer, very common phrase. A game changer means something that has the potential to impact or transform a situation significantly. So that's a, suppose uh, I I have been given one class, and then that is my niche, that is my comfort zone, and I would like to teach that subject. So that may be game changer in my life, right? Because as I teach much, definitely I'm going to study, and then I'll be more idea about that particular subject. So that's a, this new organization tool I'm using a game changer for I'm using is a game changer for me. So that anything can be game changer, means which change the life, or which what we can say, that which is somewhat that is uh, propel pop up your idea. So that is game changer, right? Now next next is good to go. So what is good to go? When something, wait a minute, then good to go, when something is good to go is it's ready. Example means, the proposal I have been working on is good to go for today's presentation, means that proposal that is good to go means going to be delivered, or something going to be good, right? So that is good to go for today's presentation. So that's the proposal. That proposal what I'm introducing, I'm putting on the table, is good to go for today's presentation, means something good is to be happen, that is good to go, right? Now next, herding cats. Herding cats, that's a, this expression does not mean that someone is literally herding dozens of cats in their apartment. It's just a weird way to say you are trying to manage people or tasks that are difficult to manage. कहते हैं कि हाथी को तभी पालो जब उस हाथी को पालने, आपके घर में पालने की जगह है। तो हाथी से, ऐसा कहते हैं कि हाथी से दोस्ती तभी करो जब आपके घर में हाथी रखने की जगह हो। मतलब अगर आप कार ले आए बट यू डोंट हैव प्लेस फॉर पार्किंग, राइट, एंड देन सपोज यू हैव फ्रेंडशिप विद with someone who is very much rich or something, and that's his or her demand is too much, whatever, and you are not able to cope up. So that is somewhat, that is the meaning of this herding cats. Herding cats is the what it is, just weird way to say that you are trying to manage people and tasks that are difficult to manage. So sometimes what happen that we try to manage people, but it's very difficult to manage, right? Coordinating the different department schedules for his project feels like herding cats, right? So that somewhat we are just putting our energy, but that is nothing is going to be happen, result is not going to be expected. So coordinating the different departments schedule for this project फीस लाइक हर्डिंग कैट्स. तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मैं सारे लोगों से कोऑर्डिनेट कर रहा हूँ और सबके शेड्यूल पर ये प्रोजेक्ट मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि हर्डिंग कैट्स है, क्योंकि मैं मैनेज करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ बट इट्स वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट टू मैनेज, राइट? ओके, रन अप द फ्लैग पोल, right? So that's a running something up the flagpole means presenting an idea, proposal or plan to gather feedback, right? So run up the flagpole means to gather feedback. Example, I have I have not finished the project yet because I still need to run it up the flagpole. क्योंकि मैं इसको अभी भी मतलब कि ये जो आइडिया है इसमें आई हैव नॉट फिनिश द प्रोजेक्ट येट बिकॉज आई स्टिल नीड टू रन इट अप द फ्लैगपोल, मतलब अभी भी फीडबैक इज स्टिल remaining, right? Now, throw under the bus. This is a common expression you might have heard in another context. It means to unfairly blame or sacrifice someone for your own benefit or to avoid responsibility. Means throw under the bus. आपने उसको जबरदस्ती बस के अंडर नीचे धकेल दिया. मीन्स दैट्स अ टू अनफेयरली ब्लेम, है ना, हमने उसको अनजस्ट किया उसके साथ. और सेक्रीफाइस समवन फॉर योर ओन बेनिफिट और टू अवॉइड रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, कि ताकि आपका फ़ायदा हो या आप उस रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी को नहीं पूरा करना चाहते, एंड दैट इज़ वाई यू हैव थ्रोन him or her under the bus. Example is John tried to throw me under the bus by blaming me for the mistake during the presentation. तो अपने बेनिफिट के लिए, जैसे आई वुड लाइक टू टेल यू वन एग्जाम्पल. लास्ट वीक इट हैपन विद मी दैट आई वॉज suggested by someone that you are very you are not reachable to students, and then you have to speak loud. That's why, because they are not able to get what you are speaking, so large students should catch your voice, something. So that was not an issue, but then it was done. So that is, John tried to throw me under the, so X1, my colleague, tried to throw me under the bus by blaming that I am not audible to students. This way we can use this phrase, that is under the bus. Throw me under the bus means for our interest, self interest, or for our benefit, we just try to blame someone. तो तब ऐसा करते हैं हम. माइक्रो वेरी small things, right? Manage. So micromanage can be most annoying thing in the workplace. It is the practice of excessive or unnecessary control over small details of task or project, right? So micromanage something can be avoided, but the practice of, that's a practice of excessive or unnecessary control over small details of task or project means very small things which can be avoided, but then when it is it is what we instructed that we have to take care of this, and that's a comma and everything, when we waste our time and energy. So that is, in that sense we use this phrase. I am so annoyed with Susan. She micromanages everything I do. Means whatever I do, but she finds the mistake. Why? Because that's a micromanage, because unnecessary control over small details. So that is micromanages, right? Now let go is very simple. These are probably the two scariest words uh, in the office. When someone has been let go, they were fired, right? Means example is, have you heard Jack was let go yesterday? So that is when someone has been let go, they were fired, right? They are probably two scariest words in the office. Why? Because one can, have you heard Jack was let go yesterday means Jack was fired yesterday. Means someone has thrown or expelled from the office. So that is let go, right? So when someone has been let go, they were fired. Means you can be thrown from the office or something. That is okay. Now keep me in the loop. When you ask someone keep me in the loop, you ask them to keep you informed, right? To keep you informed and included in the conversation, right? So that's keep me in the loop means मुझे भी अपने लूप में ये लूप है तो मुझे भी इस घेरे में रखो यहाँ कहीं। क्यों? क्योंकि आई वॉन्ट टू बी इन्फॉर्म्ड. So I want to know what is going on between John and Susan. So that way keep me in the loop. I want to know what's going on between John and Susan. I want to know what's the development. Suppose we are arranging conference, so that I can say that keep me in the loop means मुझे भी उस WhatsApp group में रखो. Why? Because I want to know that the development. So that is keep me in the loop, right? Now workflow. Workflow refers the sequence of steps or tasks involved in completing a specific process or project, right? So that is sequence of the steps or task involved in completing a specific process or project, right? Example is that the workflow for this project is insane. Means workflow is, that is, step or task involved in completing a specific project. Means ऐसे steps जिसमें sequence of steps और tasks involved in completing a specific process. तो ऐसा sequence, ऐसा workflow बनाना, जैसे the workflow of the project is insane. I don't know how I will finish it on the time. तो कहते हैं अच्छा आप ये कर लेना फिर ये कर लेना. तो आप कह सकते हो सिचुएशन में कि ये जो प्रोजेक्ट है या इतना सारा इंस्ट्रक्शन जो गाइडलाइंस है वो इज़ इनसेन, मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा कि वो कैसे पूरा होगा. तो सम टाइम वी चॉक आउट द वर्क, हाउ टू मूव द वर्क, दैट इज़ वर्क फ्लो, राइट? नाउ vocabulary. So now we'll focus on vocabulary. Okay, the upper one were phases. Now for vocabulary. So what are the vocabulary? For example, first one, meeting agenda. Simple, right? Structured plan. So when we conduct the meeting, so we plan, right? The structured plan and outlines the topics, right? Objects, order of discussion, right? These are all meeting agenda. Means plan, right? Outlines of the topics, right? Then objectives and order of discussion. This is called meeting agenda. Very simple, right? Now opening remark. These are the comments or statement your team or members make at the beginning of the meeting. So comments or statement at the beginning of the meeting is called opening remarks. They are meant to provide the context and introduce the rest of team to topic of the meeting. Means opening remark is very important because that sets the tone of the meeting, right? Then action plan. It is detailed plan that specifies what needs to be done, right? um, it outlines the task and the timeline to achieve set the goal, right? So it outlines the task, action plan, what we are going to do, this is the task, and the timeline to achieve set goal और action plan कब ख़त्म होने वाला है, head and tail, and what time, what the process, what the head, what the tail. This way that is called action plan. Means how to move and then when to finish, right? That is called action plan, right? Now touch base. If someone wants to touch base with you, it does not mean they want to play hockey. They just want to discuss something with you. That is touch base, right? Touch base means they want to discuss something. If someone wants to touch base with you, it does not mean they want to play hockey. They just want to discuss something with means suppose if I say that touch base hona chahiye, to then I just want to get idea about it. That is touch base. Then break the ice, very common. It is common expression used in everyday situation. It means that the starting a conversation with can be used during the meeting to kick things off, right? तो कहते हैं ब्रेक द आइस, मतलब कि आप स्टार्टिंग में जब भी करो तो मोनोटोनस नहीं होना चाहिए ड्यूरिंग द मीटिंग टू किक थिंग्स ऑफ, राइट? तो किक ऑफ करने के लिए, ताकि कुछ नया करो, राइट? तो कहते हैं कि ब्रेक द आइस मतलब जो नहीं हुआ है अभी तक तो उसको करके दिखाना, या तो उस केस में कहते हैं ब्रेक द आइस. नाउ गेट द बॉल रोलिंग बहुत कॉमन है. इट मीन्स स्टार्टिंग समथिंग, इन दिस केस द मीटिंग, राइट? सो दैट्स अ गेट द बॉल रोलिंग, मतलब स्टार्ट करना कुछ भी. इट मीन्स स्टार्टिंग समथिंग. देन सर्कल बैक. सर्कल बैक मीन्स लेट सर्कल बैक, दे वॉन्ट टू डिस्कस समथिंग अगैन. मतलब किसी दैन दे विल वॉन्ट टू डिस्कस इट विद यू लेटर, राइट? सो लेट सर्कल बैक, दे वॉन्ट टू डिस्कस समथिंग अगैन. मतलब जब हम बैक करते हैं, फिर से वो करते हैं, बनाते हैं सर्कल, तो दे विल वॉन्ट टू डिस्कस इट विद यू लेटर. तो अभी नहीं, चलो फिर से इसको हम फिर से करेंगे. टू रिपीट समथिंग, राइट? नाउ गोइंग फॉरवर्ड, इट्स एन एक्सप्रेशन यूज टू मूव फ्रॉम वन टॉपिक टू अनदर ड्यूरिंग द टीम मीटिंग. तो जब हम ऐसा करते हैं ना कि किसी को, इट इज़ एन एक्सप्रेशन यूज टू मूव फ्रॉम वन टॉपिक टू अनदर, मतलब कि एक से दूसरे बात पे आ जाना ड्यूरिंग अ टीम मीटिंग. तो दैट इज़ कॉल्ड गोइंग फॉरवर्ड. नाउ think out of a box, very simple. That's a idiom. That's a corporate setting. Simply means coming up with the innovative ideas. ये बहुत common है, coming up with the innovative ideas, right? Next one is also very common, win-win situation. If something is win-win situation, it is an outcome or solution that benefits everyone involved, right? तो अगर किसी एक्टिविटी में नंबर ऑफ पीपल आर इन्वॉल्व एंड एवरी वन गेट बेनिफिट ऑफ इट, तो दैट इज विन विन सिचुएशन. everybody wins. That is win-win situation, right? Now move the needle. If someone move the needle, they made significant progress or achievement, something that positively impacted the situation. Means move the needle. If someone moved the needle, they made significant process or achieved something that positively impacted the situation. Means suppose needle is moving this way, right? That is move the needle. So that means that's a significant progress, or achieve something that positively impact the situation, and you are moving every time, so this way you are moving, right? So that is move the situation. Now take it offline. I initially thought it means to take a online conversation face to face, but no, it means to discuss something outside, right? So that is online offline. That does not mean online conversation face to offline, but no, it means to discuss something outside the current meeting, so as not to go over the planned meeting time, right? So suppose sometimes some issues come, so we say that shall we discuss it after the meeting. So that is take it offline means after the meeting, right? So that is online offline वाला नहीं है. ये क्या है कि that's a, it means to discuss something outside the discuss something outside the current meeting, so as not to go over the planned meeting time. मतलब फिर लोगों का टाइम भी आप वेस्ट करते हो, तो उसमें कोई एक ऐसा इशू आ गया है जो बाद में हो सकता है डिस्कस, तो हम कहते हैं कि शेल वी डिस्कस इट आउट ऑफ आफ्टर द मीटिंग. तो that is somewhat that's a take it offline. Now back to the drawing board. When someone wants to go back to the drawing board, they feel the need to start over, mainly because something did not go as planned, or they want to evaluate the plan. So back to the drawing board. नाम से ही पता चल रहा है कि reevaluate the plan, right? Back to the drawing board means we have to re-evaluate the plan. Means drawing board, this is drawing board, so we have to go back to the drawing board. Okay, now trim the fat. This funny expression means removing unnecessary elements to make something more streamlined or efficient. कहते हैं ना कि फैट निकालो सबसे पहले, means extra things can be removed, and so that we can save time, money, energy, everything. That is means removing unnecessary elements, है ना, so that time saved, and something more streamlined and efficient. This way trim the fact. On the same page, when say let's make sure we are on the same page, they want to know whether you are thinking alike or not. So that let's make sure we are on the same page. Same page means we are thinking alike, right? So thinking in the same direction, that is okay. Now deep dive. When someone wants to deep dive into something, they just want to explore the topic in detail. So that's a explore the topic in detail is deep dive, right? So that is there. Now duck in a row. If your boss says let's get our ducks in a row, that means they want to start getting organized to handle the task, right? So that's a let's get our ducks in a row. It means they want to start getting organized to handle a task. That is ducks in a row. So that it means that they want to start getting organized to handle a task. So that's a task should be handled, ducks in the row. Now on board. If you are on board with something, you agree with it. If you don't, you can always move the goalpost, right? So that's the on board means you are agree with it. So that is on board means you are agree with. I am on board, right? Moving the goalpost. If your manager wants to move goalpost, they want to change something, the objective, the scope, or the project requirement. Means when boss wants to change something, that is goalpost, right? Want to change something, that is. Now park it. If you are parking it, you are holding off on a project or milestone until you get approval from whoever is in charge. So that take permission, approval from the in charge is called park it. मतलब उनके you're waiting for him or waiting for his or her approval, right? Now push the envelope. If your boss asks you to push the envelope, they just want you to give your best, right? Push the envelope. Okay. Drill down into. The drill down into something means examine or analyze it in detail, right? So that drill down something means examine or analyze in the detail. Now forward planning. If you may have initially assumed, forward planning is the process of anticipating future needs or events or preparing accordingly. So forward planning, the name suggests that anticipating future needs. So you are anticipating and planning for in future that what may be required. Suppose you are arranging one party, so that party is scheduled next month, but you are forwarding plan means you are thinking that what it happens, then what happened, guests will come, and then what they demand, and serving breakfast, and suppose whatever, like in the beginning and at last. So everything when you assume and planning accordingly, that is forward planning. Now silver bullet is very common, is a simple and quick solution that solve a complex problem, right? So that and give significant result. So that's a quick solution, achieve significant result, right? Cut corners, common, it's very again common. This is popular idiom in everyday English, which means taking shortcuts, right? So that's a cut the corner means taking Shortcuts. It is usually done to save resources like money or time, but it is not always the best way. So it is usually done to save resources, right? Like money or time. So that's a cut corner. Suppose you have planned something but that is going out of budget, so we can cut the corner means where we can avoid the expenses, that is called cut corner. Now uh, call it a day, the phrase you are looking forward to during entire meeting. Let's call it a day means meeting is over, hooray, right? So that is call it a day means looking forward during entire meeting. Let's call it a day means meeting is over, that is meeting is over. Follow up questions are additional questions you or your teammates might after discussing something. They aim to clarify things or gather more information. When sometime we take सेशन, तो जब आप सेशन ख़त्म होता है तो आप पूछते हो कि योर क्वेरी, यू कैन आस्क एनी क्वेश्चन, सो देन एनी क्वेश्चन, सो देन you are giving extra information, more information. That is, in that way we use a follow-up question, right? Now closing remarks. The opposite opening remark is closing remark. uh, Conclusion, right? Closing remarks is the comment or statement made at the end of the meeting, usually to summarize what is discussed. तो फिर हम कहते हैं ना कि भाई ultimately what did we discuss? We have been discussing since long time, 1 hour, 2 hour, 5 hours. That's the what the closing remark is, this. तो उसको declare करना, wrap up, wind up, right? So that when you are wrapping things up, you are finishing something, a task, project, or to wind up karna, that is wrap up, right? So that is all for today, and we will discuss in next session. We are going to discuss something else. Thank you so much. Bye bye.